Hello and welcome to the Essex League Cricketer podcast with myself, Billy Roan, Alfie Taylor, Philip Marsh. Boys, how we doing?
Yeah, great. Thanks, Bill. Another week in the gulag. Yeah, it's been pretty shit, to be honest, isn't it? It's actually, my body clock's changed because I'm now not getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch that test. That moody wicket in Sri Lanka. So I'm quite happy. Although the India series is starting and we're going to be back to 4 o'clock starts, aren't we?
Well, not unless you've got Disney Plus Hotstar TV plus Bangla Beat TV plus a Indian satellite dish. Unless you've got all those things, mate, you ain't watching nothing in India.
Very true. That's very
Phil?
true.
Good. I'm good. I thought I would whip out one of my special Oman shirts, but I'm not happy about how it's making it look like I've got fucking tits. Yeah, lockdown's not been kind, mate. Lack of gym there. Everything's gone south, I think.
Oh, you were a proper gym bunny before, were you, mate?
Yeah, I go quite a lot, Bill. Why does that surprise you?
No, you're looking good, mate. You're looking good. Right, boys.
I have to for my mental health, mate.
Boys, we should say, first of all, this is the first video podcast of the series. We've all dressed up. Phil, what's that shirt you're rocking, mate?
This is Zisan Maqsood's 2011 or whatever it was World Cup shirt from Oman, mate.
And he gave it to you, did he?
Yeah. I looked after him when he came as pro. So it's quite smart, isn't it? I like the flames. It's the worst cricket shirt I've ever seen, hence why I put it on for a bit of a laugh. But
triple extra medium.
It's a medium, mate. Yeah, by the looks of it, fucking should be a C cup anyway. But never mind. So yeah, I mean, this is going to be video, Bill, isn't it? And I have zero.
It is videoed, mate. Yeah, we're all looking good.
Zero video editing skills. So if it's a pile of shit, the first one, I apologise in advance, but I'll give my best shot.
Boys, we have got a guest lined up. He's sitting there very patiently. I'm just going to reel off some of his stats, actually. I thought they were quite good reading. 95 matches, 157 innings.
Bill, it helps if your hands aren't in the way of your head, mate, when you're on video.
I don't think the people have tuned in to see me, Phil.
There's a few fetishes out there, mate.
I haven't memorised these stats, so I've got to look down to read them. 95 matches, 157 innings, 10 not outs, 5,673 runs, a highest score of 255, 15 hundreds, 24 50s, not to mention 45 overs, 12 maidens, 175 runs and 0 wickets. We have got Essex opening batsman Nick Browne. How we doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. How you doing, boys?
Living.
All well, mate. All well. How's lockdown treating you, mate?
It's been all right. Yeah, managed to get some running done, but no training at the moment. But yeah, getting through it.
Lockdown 3.0, Nick. So
yeah, not a lot going on really. I listen to this podcast every time I run, so thanks for that, boys. I enjoy it. Good laugh.
Well, does that speed you up or slow you down, Nick?
So you only release them every couple of weeks, so yeah, perfect.
Nick, I'm just going to run you through what we're going to be doing, mate. We're just going to fire some questions at you. Don't expect no wisdom almanac, higher class interviews here. There's going to be some road questions in there. If you want to sort of say no comment, it's up to you, mate. But
you go for it, Bill. Yeah.
Top man.
Brownie, let's start with winter nets and pre-season, shall we? Because have you guys even started yet?
No, we're not back in yet. I think our bowler's going next week, and the rest of us are back in 1st of March. So, unfortunately, we were meant to be going back a couple of weeks ago, but got delayed because of COVID, obviously. And so we've been delayed to 1st of March, and we just got to wait for that.
So, what have you been doing? Having a few throwdowns from the missus, then?
Yeah, she won't do it. To be fair, she's got a decent bumper, and it's only my garden's only 10 yards long, so it's tough.
Makes you work for them.
Makes you work.
So it is that time of the year, really, when most club cricketers and you guys obviously would be looking to get in the indoor nets, and it sparks a few questions. What do you have any pet hates from indoor nets? And it could be anything from bowlers overstepping, off spinners bowling sniffs, any of those sort of things? Anything that springs to mind?
Yeah, like indoor nets, bowlers should not be allowed to overstep. That's a given. Like, it's quick enough as it is. That's a given. I remember facing growing up at Essex. We had Tymal Mills. It was like you know, boys. He's that quick, and when he was younger, before his injuries, I'm sure he's even quicker, and didn't know where it was going. So it could be a flat one, it could be a bumper, it could be a Yorkie. He didn't know. But what with him, he never really overstepped that much, but he used to get fuming with everyone else. And I remember facing him indoors. He's quite a showman. So he was very much like, you know, if he was on Sky, he'll bowl a lot quicker. He would literally, that would literally
raise his
be
game
the
with the
case.
cameras.
A bit like you on the dance floor, Brownie.
100%.
O'Neill's, Leytonstone.
Yeah, O'Neill's, Leytonstone, cool. And I remember facing him once indoors. No one would face him. I was like the young kid, well, youngish, and no one would face him in the nets. And he was like, oh, can I bowl it here? So I always had to face him. And this school come up to the indoor school and was watching in the viewing gallery there at Chelmsford. And they started cheering, started going, ooh, as he's bowling. I'm sitting there going, come on. And they're giving it the clap as he's running to the bowl. And I'm thinking, no. Literally, all I'd done was sat this far in front of my stumps. And I was like, if it's length, duck. Anything shorter, just duck. And if it's Yorker, just literally leave my bat there. It was rapid. So, yeah, if you was to face him, sorry, Alf, if you was to face him indoors, if he was overstepping, it's just not acceptable.
Nah.
So obviously overstepping the mark is one of your pet hates.
Oh, massive.
Are you one to stand at the other end with the coaches and just say no ball every now and then?
You've got to say no ball every now and then. They'll nick you off and cheer and celebrate, won't they? But nah, mate, it's a no ball.
Yeah, get
Brownie, do they bowl with new balls in the nets?
Occasionally, well, to me and the openers, they would bowl with new balls.
Yeah, straight in there, first net back.
Most of the time they would, but it depends on how good the net is. If the net's sort of a bit not great or being overused, then they'll go older balls, and because you can't be having people getting gloved off.
Listen, Nick, I reckon last time I was at Chelmsford was a long time ago, mate, and they were pretty worn then. So I don't know when they redone the nets. So I reckon that fine layer was probably down to concrete.
No,
you're
talking,
I think it's.
Are you talking outdoor, Brownie?
Well, indoor actually they've been relayed, but yeah, outdoor. No, you can't really face new balls indoors. I don't think.
No, not when you got a fresh stick. That's fucking.
No, that's
straight back down grey Nicks. Bill, let's get you in here. What about you? Because to be fair, you spray it like Tymal Mills just at after play.
And also, you've had the slow hand clap when you've been bowling in the thirds, mate, from the full teamers on the other pitch.
Yes, I have. Indoor nets is where, as a bowler, you feel at your strongest, really, don't you? Because you are about 5 yards quicker. But I do agree with you, Brownie. You see people celebrating, nicking people off or bumping people, but they're a whole popping crease ahead of the crease. And it is, you're bowling off 18 yards, mate. Wind your neck in and get back to where you should be bowling from. So even as a bowler, what good is it to practice if you're a stride ahead of the thing? It's a waste of time, isn't it? Because you can't bowl like that outside. So why would you do it inside? But needless to say, I have sprayed a few people and I have been hit a few times in the indoor nets, and it's not particularly nice, is it?
What about, boys? We've all been there. Mainly club cricket. I don't know whether it happens with you, Brownie, but batsmen who hit the ball back instead of underarming it, or they just throw it backwards, or it's just the etiquette is appalling. Yeah, go on.
That's not acceptable, is it? I know in these COVID times last year, we weren't allowed to pick the ball up, so it was brilliant. You could just like block it and then in disdain hit it straight back to the coach and go like, pick that up. It was quite good.
I do that anyway. I have to preserve my back. I just knock it back.
Oh,
Well,
you net all the time, Bill.
I didn't do nets when Billy was last playing cricket, Alf.
Hey?
Phil, that's fucking rich, Phil. You're older than me.
Brownie, yeah. So you obviously you're batting at the moment. Billy reeled off your stats bowling wise. This is something that we all want to like. I remember this back in schooling days. Those Agenta Mendes nude rocks, whatever they were. Where are they? Do you practice?
They were the mystery of the circuit, Brownie. So where's Nick Bowie? He bowls out the front of his hand. He's bowling in like these little leg breaks that come out the front. You were the mystery bowler, mate, of the Essex League.
I know, Bill.
I can't believe you haven't taken a wicket.
It hurts me every day. You know, on debut for Essex, I bowled 17 overs.
I remember. Yeah. Was that Worcester? Was it Worcester?
At Worcester, yeah. I had 2 drop catches. I nicked off Moeen Ali and Daryl Mitchell. Dropped at first.
Okay, they're good players.
Yeah, by Mark Patini, dropped. That could have changed my bowling career.
It could have, mate. You'd be in the England side by now.
Brownie, Moeen playing for the turn, was he?
Playing for the turn, nicked it.
Classic. That's
You've done Moeen with the googly.
Yeah, straight across
with the current ball.
with the slider. Yeah, straight across him.
You know what, Brownie? You're the only bowler in history who can run in without both feet leaving the ground.
Good shuffler.
Just glide in, didn't you?
My dance floor moves.
So no bowling for you in the net. What'd you do once you've had a bat?
So I went through a period at the start of my career. I bowled a lot in the nets and wanted to bowl, obviously, all the time. But when the captain don't give you a bowl, you kind of rack it off a bit and go, I can be doing something better, having a coffee or hit some more balls. So I kind of not bowled as much as what I would have liked. But now
our old mate Dan's taken over your partnership breaking role, isn't he? He's now the naughty little spinner that Essex have got that breaks the partnership.
Frog in a blender.
That's it.
Horrible action, isn't it? His tongue's going everywhere.
A lizard.
His lizard tongue. It doesn't put his foot on the ground. Shocking.
Some of the stills floating about on social media. It's just one of the moodiest actions you'll ever see.
Oh, terrible. I know you boys talk about it a lot, but it is shocking. If you've never seen it, you got to see that action.
Where do you reckon you are in the pecking order then, Brownie?
Well, and then you got Wesley in front of me, who's a partnership breaker. Literally, if we were playing in Gaul and no one else could spin it the other way, Harmer was down, Nidja was down, Lawrence was picking his nose or something, wiping the snot away from that fight.
Always got a cold, that boy, isn't he?
From that 5-year cold, yeah. Then I might get a shot.
So you're
and Wheater can't get the pads off. You'll have a chance to bowl.
Yeah, that's it.
So you think you're just in front of the chef? That's it.
Probably just in front of chef.
Cook's got a test wicket though, mate.
Yes.
Sharma.
Sickens me. I just want a first class wicket.
Mate, it'll come. Good things come.
Thanks, Alf.
So pre-season as well, I guess you guys have you probably haven't done it yet, but the beep test. How'd you go in the old beep test, Brownie?
I do all right, actually.
It's all right. You can go for not the quickest in the world, but you can go for a while, can't you?
Yeah, no, not too bad. The old bleep, it's all, or the yo-yo now. It's one of them. Even if you've done all the hard work in the world, it's just the dreaded 10, 15 minutes before knowing that you're going to do it. Is the worst. But once you get into it, it's all right. Yeah, I'll do okay, Alf.
Well, hang on, Brownie. What's a yo-yo? What's changed here?
It's kind of the same as a bleep test. Bleep at either end. You have a 10-second break and then you go again, and the speed sort of gradually, gets faster and faster.
So the only thing is you have a break in between rather than keep running all the while.
Yeah.
Who's the worst?
I was going to say that, Alf. Can we all have a pop at who's the best and worst?
Yeah, go on.
The chef's the best, isn't he? Obviously.
I was going to say Tendo was the best. The machine that game.
They're getting on though, aren't they? They're getting on. Stamina's fading at that age, mate. It'll be some 19-year-old who's fit as a fiddle.
Probably one of the young kids, actually.
He has to run twice as far though. He's got small legs, hasn't he?
Yeah. Who's the worst? Who's going to be the worst in that Essex lineup? I bet Matt Coles was pretty bad when he was playing there.
Yeah, Colesy wasn't great. Bless him, he wasn't great. He tried it.
Well. It's got to be Rishi Patel, isn't it?
Yeah, you got it on the head. Rishi struggled a little bit last year.
What about Diags?
He does all right, middle of the pack.
Is he? Yeah.
He's a classic who will just do enough. Just look over his shoulder, a couple of people drop out, I'm done having a snap.
Blow his nose and that.
Coughing everywhere.
Yeah.
Horrible kid.
Brownie, whilst I remember, right, I don't know why this sprung to mind, but do you remember running that 6 for Trinity?
I do, yeah.
When the ball...
Where the fuck were you playing?
I do.
Talk us through it, Brownie.
Sahara Desert, by the sounds of it.
No, the complete opposite. It was hilarious. So I can't even remember who hit it, but
you hit it. It's good shot, cover drive.
Good shot, cover drive.
Fucking not hard enough though.
Right. And me and Alf went to a school that cricket wasn't really on the cards. You couldn't play cricket.
Or education.
Or education, yeah. There was concrete everywhere, no grass to be seen. So we played away. Where was it? Bill's school or something like that. Anyway, so we played away, and the grass was 8 inches long, 12 inches long, right? I've hit this cover drive, and they've lost the ball. No one knew where the ball was. So we've just carried on running, and PE teachers and umpires didn't know the rules or anything. The ball must have been only 30, 40 yards away. And we're kind of like waiting. Have they got it? Have they got it? Right, no, go, run. So we run, got to the other end. We're like, okay, should we go again? Yeah, go. and it was only until we were like, no, do you know what? We should probably, this is dead ball now. We should stop.
You'd have got
Listen, if it was Alfie, we definitely would have run a 7 to get the strike in the next over, mate.
It's funny.
Right, moving on, Brownie. Upcoming season, you're obviously going to have to play a lot of games this year, a lot more than last year. Who's the best new ball bowler that you're going to have to face this year, or had faced last year, especially in April?
Good question, Alf. I can't remember what fixtures we've got this year. To be honest with you, they've changed from last year.
Or just who's the best new ball bowler?
Who don't I like facing? Do you know who I don't like facing, which should be relatively easy for me? But Fidel Edwards. For some reason, I just don't like facing him. He's slingy.
Skiddy, yeah.
The ball when it comes from behind their back. I don't know. It's just weird. For
some reason, he's just hard to pick up. So he's one that's always I've got to do a bit of extra work at that before I face him.
Brownie, can you confirm something for me? Sorry, Phil. Can you confirm something for me, Brownie? I've always thought that Fidel Edwards has got a hint of Warwick Davis about him, mate. He's got a big head, big hands, and big feet, but he's got quite a small torso, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Who?
He does.
Warwick Davis.
The little fella.
Warwick's got a couple of feet on him, I reckon.
Is he quite short, Nick?
He is short, yeah. Yeah, he is short.
Yeah. He's got quite big hands, isn't he? And big feet.
He has got a big head.
Yeah.
Stick on your back.
Do you tell him that?
Let's hope we don't listen.
When he nicks you off, don't you worry, mate. I'll stick you on my dashboard later.
Yeah.
Jeez, I shouldn't laugh. I'll leave the in-swing.
Yeah, mate. Hampshire at the Rose Bowl in April, mate. Fidel's coming in. I fucking heard that podcast, Brownie.
Exactly, yeah.
Phil, do the West Indian accent, mate.
No, man. I can't
do West Indian accent, boy. Go on, say, I heard that podcast, Brownie.
I heard that podcast, Brownie. The next one's going past your head.
Brownie,
brilliant.
We've all wondered, because we've all seen his figures pretty much throughout the season, but generally at the start and sometimes the end. Darren Stevens, what's he like to face in April?
I've always actually felt like I've done okay against him. All the other lads are like Rav. Rav used to hate facing Steve-O. He used to try step this far outside his crease and then go back. and it was unbelievable. Rav used to go, right, I'm just going to slog him today, and just like literally, he was in his head before he'd even started.
And he nicks off second ball to one that moves away off the seam, or a bit.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, exactly.
So that's why he's so good, though, isn't he? Because he just moves it enough just to kiss the edge of the bat, doesn't he? He's so good.
The thing with him, I think, is that you face a few balls and you think, oh, I'm actually doing all right here. This is okay. Like, it's slow. And you're like, yeah, this is fine. I can't get out to this. And then you nick the next one. You go, how have I done that? You guys, it was like easy. And then you just nick it.
How close are the keepers and their slips?
Oh, they're so close, Bill. It's unbelievable.
It's just club cricket, isn't it, basically, in bowling?
Could you imagine him in club cricket, though? He would literally take about he'd bowl every side out, wouldn't he? He would bowl every side out. 26
off the reel, mate.
Oh, no, every side.
Do you know what, though, Phil? I reckon you could get this big, fat bloke from Barnsley, walk out and just...
From Northants team.
Murder him.
Yeah, hack him across the line. Some third team would just hack him across the line, score 100 and think, oh, this is easy.
Rubbish. Hope.
It's true, though.
Oh, God.
What? I've lost my trail of thought there. So actually, Brownie, that sparks a question. If you could have any cricketer as a club pro, then on the circuit, who would it be? And this could be all round. This is on the field and off the field.
Playing for Essex.
No. Playing for South Woodford, mate.
Playing for South Woodford.
Playing for the Shed.
Who would I like to have? That's a great question. You can't go far wrong with Simon Harmer, can you? Imagine him in the Essex League.
He'd fucking score some runs as well, wouldn't he, the boy? He wouldn't score many, to be fair.
Yeah, he'd drink your bar dry. He'll cook the barbecue or the braai afterwards. He'll take 9 for. Yeah.
You say he's a perfect overseas Brownie, then, is he?
100%.
He's got a lovely pair of thighs, Brownie, as well, hasn't he?
Oh, he'd like that.
Big thighs.
He's climbed a few sand dunes, hasn't he?
He's got a lovely pair of ample thighs.
Brownie, the new season approaching. I know times are hard, and especially in county cricket, but do you guys still get a new kit this year? Do you get a new sponsor? Do you get a new kit? It's not like club cricket, is it, where we're going to scrape together for another year using the old stuff?
That's a good question, actually, Alf, because we didn't really play that much cricket last year. So I reckon the club will be trying to trim up a little bit from what they give us. They do give us a lot of stuff, to be fair. So I reckon, I don't think we're going to get as much as what we normally do.
Is it like Christmas still? Like when you first got your contract and you pulled out your shirt says Brown on it. Is it still the same feeling, or?
No, it's definitely not the same feeling with like Essex kit. I remember getting my first shirt that had my name on the back, and I thought that was it. I'd made it. Played 100 tests. Like, what a champion!
Took one first class wicket.
Exactly. Yeah. But with like cricket kit, like getting your bats through and all that stuff. Wow, brilliant. Love it.
How many bats do you get now then, Brownie? How many bats does a pro get?
So I normally go down to the factory, which is the best thing to do. And you get to pick out what you get to pick. It's a good day. You get to pick out what you want. You have some lunch, and I'll probably get 4 bats at the start of the year. And then, if I need any more, then I'll just ask Cookie.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you go down there with a chef, or does he? He probably gets them delivered by helicopter, doesn't he?
He gets them delivered. Yeah, he doesn't need to go down anymore. I need to go down.
He's got the fella in his basement, in his barn, making them on order while he's milking the cows.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Brownie, have you ever? This is a question that I've always. Do you ever rock the singlet, the vest, the Essex vest? That's just something that I'd love to see.
Never.
So you must have
never.
You've a few still in the package.
Yeah, I tick that off. I say to him, don't. I tick that off the list before it comes. So don't waste your time.
Well, I'll feel have it this year, Brownie. If you fancy ticking the box for a change. But you have to wear it before you send it to him, though, because he likes the smell.
Absolutely ridiculous now.
Brownie, just quickly, mate, on your kit. So, when do you usually get your Essex stashed? January? Usually, normal season? February?
No, we normally get it March March 1st is normally like the date where we go back and start pre-season, or unless we're going a pre-season tour before. So if we go pre-season tour in February, they'll give it to us just before then.
So basically, have you ever done this? Have you ever thought, right, I've got my new grey nickel kit, I've got a new bat selection this year, new colours and all that, new stickers, got my Essex kit. Do you ever put it all on in your bedroom and look in the mirror? You do, don't you? Helmet, the lot, just to see how you look. And you got to see, I look a little bit tight around the hair, like, got to smarten it all up.
To be honest, Bill,
you had, mate.
I'm not that fussed the way I look, to be honest with you.
You know what?
I'm sure there's lads that do, but you know me, plain. I'll wear a blue t-shirt. Done.
Name them. Name the players that do.
I reckon the kid would actually. I'm sure he would.
100%.
He would get dressed up. Who would? It's always normally the batters, isn't it? Or maybe Ports.
Ports.
Does he?
Loves Instagram as well, doesn't he?
Ports or Sammy Cook could be up there. He likes his kit, so he could definitely. I could see him. I could go around his house, knock on the door. He could be fully wired up with kit on.
He goes a size down. Does he go a size down as well? Does he, Cook?
Nah, beard goes size down.
Does he?
Good rig.
Yeah.
Good rig.
Good rig.
Essex
yeah.
boy.
Good looking
Proper Essex boy.
Good looking rooster.
Actually, Brownie, who do you think the best looking rooster is in the Essex team right now?
Great question.
Who's the best on the circuit then? Who gets the most attention?
Well, I think
Phil likes this question.
Who gets the most attention?
Yeah.
Okay.
Until they talk to them.
Yeah. So Snater's quite a good looking lad, I think.
Yeah, it does all right.
He does all right.
I've never seen him before. He don't get much game time, does he?
No, he does okay. With a South African or Zimbabwean accent, I think that he'll get some attention for that.
Phil, do a Safa accent, Phil.
I can't do that either, mate. I've been watching Bulletproof in South Africa the last couple of days, working on it, mate. You know what I mean?
Oh, very good, Phil.
Yeah, very good, mate.
Value added.
Very good, mate.
It does go South Indian after about 20 seconds, so you have to be careful. I don't know whether this is going to offend people either, Billy. I'm not trying to be offensive by imitating the accent.
Well, I think about 50 episodes in, mate. I think we fucked that. So.
Snakes does all right. Who else then, Brownie?
You got young Beard as well. He's a good-looking lad, I think.
2 seconds, lad. Sorry, my timer's gone off.
Oh, you are joking, mate. The first video one.
This ain't being edited anyway.
Yeah.
Brownie, whilst we were talking about kit, actually, hopefully Billy can still hear us.
Sorry, lads.
Ports has actually said when he was on, and you've probably listened to it, and he says that you're the worst dressed bloke in the Essex.
Yeah, I heard that.
You weren't happy about it, Nick, were you? Not happy, mate.
Not happy with that. I was out doing my run and I heard that and I thought, you're joking, Ports. Fuck it. Anyone else.
Fucking people.
Anyone else.
Were you that enraged, Brownie? Were you that enraged? You did the old Rocky beach sprint when he was with Apollo Creed.
Yeah, fuming.
You pumped the old lamps.
Yeah.
Down Chelmsford High Street.
Yeah. Fuming.
So there's your chance to get him back then, that chav.
Oh, you know what he's like, Ports. Great lad, isn't he? But he's a serial chav.
He's the classic 3 Series Rolex on.
Oh, fake Rolex. got his nice car and all that shit. Spend a fortune on some trainers somewhere.
Fucking sound like you're talking about me there, Brownie. Go easy.
Yeah, cool. Lovely trainers.
he was even rocking the old the shaped up skinhead, wasn't he? He was boarded up the lot, wasn't he?
Yeah.
In the summer.
Jack and Ports has definitely had a cut through his eyebrow at some point, Bill. Just a little one of them.
Listen, Phil, both me and you have both done that back in the 90s.
Without doubt.
Brownie, at Essex, you've obviously got a brilliant team there, brilliant squad. You've had some great years there. Do you guys, now that you're a senior pro in that side, do you have initiations for players? And if so, what are they?
Yeah, we do. We have initiations for your first pre-season tour.
Nice.
So if you go on tour, you got to do a show which is at least 5 minutes long.
Show.
Yeah, full production.
Who's done the best one, Brownie? Who's done the best one?
I've actually seen some brilliant shows. I'm going to give it to Sam Cook. Actually, done a brilliant show. What
was it?
He done a puppet show. Seriously, it was brilliant.
Punch and Judy for the lads.
He done a puppet show. Great preparation, by the way. He done a puppet show which involved maybe about 10 of the lads in it. Drew all their faces and everything like that. It was hilarious, and done like a whole script.
Solid.
Done a whole script with everything with all the. It was brilliant. Like obviously, Paul Walters' thing was massive, and Weeks was about this big. It was hilarious, and his was really good. We've had some good ones. Like we've had Feroz Cushy done a rap the other year.
What sort of rap?
You must have been cringing during that, Nick.
It was quite funny. It wasn't long enough.
What song was it, Brownie? We're all urban in this group.
It wasn't long enough. I think his song cut out after 3 minutes, and whoever was in charge of the stereo switched it to Adele. And
he had to do that.
And with a lad from Leighton who's a bit of a rude boy, that was quite funny.
So, on your first tour, then, Brownie, what do you do?
I sung
One Call Away.
I sung One Call Away. Yeah.
How did you know that, Alf? Is that a bit of a famous one?
Because it's not the first time he's done it.
Yeah, Charlie Puth, One Call Away.
You can't go wrong, mate. Absolutely spot on. 2020 finals day, snuck into the sheds, Brownie with a cape on, singing One Call Away. It's probably the most, it's the happiest I've ever been in my life.
Phil, what would you do, Phil? What song would you do?
It don't have to be a puppet show, Phil.
I'd probably have to do Billie Jean, mate, wouldn't I? You'd have to do Billie Jean.
That's controversial, mate. Controversial.
You'd have to do Billie Jean.
Nonsense.
You'd have to get the old CD of that, mate. He's been taking off Spotify a lot.
I've got it on a Sony Walkman somewhere from about 1992, Bill. I could sort out, but that's a difficult one.
Wear the white suit as well.
Yeah. The only song I can sing on karaoke is Naive by the Kooks. That's the only one I can do. So I didn't look stupid. I would probably go for that, actually, Bill, thinking about it. I did a bit of SingStar back in the day. In fact, I'm sure either of you two have been back to my gaff in Chingford and done SingStar after a night out at some point. Definitely must have happened.
No, I don't think we can say what went on in your house, mate. It definitely weren't SingStar.
That's enough of that. All sorts. We were young lads, weren't we? Footloose and fancy free.
Right, Brownie. Obviously, you grew up playing a lot of club cricket, and you've got a huge affiliation with South Woodford. And for anyone listening who don't know who South Woodford are, they call themselves their ground goes by the Shed. It's a very wholesome club. You'll see Brownie's family down there. They're always down there, worth a chat. Yeah, Brownie, how are they shaping up this season? Any social plans? Do you stay in contact with all of them?
Yeah, obviously, yes. Still on all of the WhatsApp groups and all that jazz. I think they're doing all right. You know, we've had a bit of a hit the last few years from being relegated from the Prem and now down to Div 3, which is, you know, a real shame for a club that at one stage had all 5 teams in the Premier League. So big shame. What's that?
You bowling, were you?
I was bowling, yeah, taking a few poles. Not getting any runs, but taking a few poles.
Down 3 divisions, Brownie.
I know. It's a shame.
It's a shame. It's a shame, Brownie, because like obviously playing at Chingford, me, Alf, and Phil, like we always had a good time against Southwood. We always got on well. Always good games of cricket.
Is that the one on the high street? Phil, is that the one on the high
that's
street?
Woodford Green. Woodford Green.
They're
in the same league now.
It just has a porter cabin, doesn't it? Is it just a porter cabin? Woodford Wells, I'm thinking of. Sorry, I'm thinking of Woodford Wells. Go on, carry on.
But yeah, they're a good bunch of lads at South Woodford. Always like playing them. Good social club as well. They have the old beer festival. Is that still going? Not at the moment, but
not at the moment. No, the beer festival's not going anymore. No, it's one of them. It's a big shame, and I owe everything to that club. It's given me my life as a cricketer and my life as a person. Like my family love it. Both my brothers play down there. Dad's been secretary for 30 years. Mum's social secretary for 20 years. So like it's massively in my blood, and it is a shame to see him go down the leagues. And we had some brilliant times when I was growing up there. Like the social events were fantastic.
I would definitely say that they probably Phil and Alf would definitely agree with me. My best times, like nights out, days on the cricket pitch. When you win a game of cricket, you're in that tight little changing room, all the club members. You can't beat it, can you? You can't beat that feeling.
No, you can't beat it. And then going out to Leytonstone O'Neill's and bumping into you lot in your whites.
That's it.
Nights out there, Brownie. One night I got kicked out. I was about to say one night I got kicked out for having no top on. Then I was throwing burgers at people on the bus stop out of the McDonald's across the road. It all went wrong.
That's shocking behaviour.
It all went wrong.
Wait, Brownie, I was just thinking back, actually. I remember bumping into you, all the Browns, actually. Your brother, Mickey B, Richards, a couple of other South Woodford boys at the Oval. One test match. I'm pretty sure you were there. It was a long time ago. And it was tea, and me and the Chingford boys doing a lap of the ground. And we bumped into you and having a chat, and we asked where you were sitting. And bearing in mind, I think it was past tea, and you all replied, "I don't know, we've not sat down yet." And you were all you were all in your South Woodford kit as well. You had the old South Woodford polos on with jeans and Essex as well.
that wouldn't have been me.
I think it was, mate. I've seen you know Neil's, mate, with a bit of South Woodford kit on. South Woodford polo.
Brownie, are you one to, if you score a ton, are you like, especially going back to, what was the team that you scored the back-to-back tons against? Was it Derby?
Derby, yeah.
Circuit on in the whites afterwards. Were you one of those? Are you happy to go out flip-flops and whites?
I think it depends. It depends where you're going.
Can you imagine professional athletes in any sport going out wearing their gear?
I think you need to have a shower. You need to have a shower and sort yourself out.
Australia have worn their kit after winning the World Cup, didn't they?
Yeah, but that's Australians, mate, isn't it? The strange breed, really, Bill.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah, fair play.
Strange breed.
Brown, that moves us on, actually, whilst we're talking about club cricket. Australia was obviously a big part of your life and a big part of your career. Do you reckon that going to Perth was the sort of turning point for you? In the development, basically.
Yeah, I kind of had I went to Perth at 17, so pretty early for 3 years, and that really it did make me grow up quite a lot and change and live on your own. Actually, I had an unlucky break, but which turned out to be like a bit of a lucky break. And in Perth, I was living with Luke Proctor, who now plays for Northampton. Northampton. He was at Lancashire. He's at Northampton now. And we were playing for the same team. And he was opening the batting and bowling and doing everything. And he ended up going home after 6 weeks. And that actually allowed me to actually play for the team, really, and open the batting and actually get some bowling in. And them 3 years in Perth really helped me a lot when I was younger. So that.
So thanks, Luke, for going home, mate.
So thanks for really going home.
Cheers,
apparently. Just a tip for Luke. He's going to put on a few pounds if he's joined Northants.
Yeah.
How big are they in the flesh, Browne? Oh, you probably can't say, but on TV, mate. Richard Levy, Kleinfeld, even the keeper Rossington. Who else they got? It's got a few pounds on them.
Kleinfeld, mate. If it's rained the night before, I'm telling you what, those fucking trench marks that he's running into that crease, you've got no chance second innings if it dries out. That's ankle done.
He's a big boy now.
Got to come round the wicket. All bowlers around the wicket.
What's Levy like in the tea room? I bet he gets the braai going, doesn't he? At lunch, he's got the old barbecue on the go.
Obviously, Brownie can't say, but same as Rossington. He's been that same size since he was 15, isn't he, Brownie? Just nod.
Yeah, yeah, they're good boys. They have fun.
Yeah,
they enjoy the tea.
So Brownie, so obviously you finished up in Perth. What was you ended up going to Sydney, but was that a few years afterwards?
So I had a year then at home. I had a year in the indoor school at home, and then went to Sydney. What was that? We went to the same club, Alf.
Yeah, but I think I was done by then. Wasn't I? We didn't play at the same. You came the year.
No. I think I come the year after you. Yeah, to Mosman Cricket Club in Sydney, and then that's really where I sort of took my cricket to the next level and actually could become a professional cricketer and be half decent, I think.
You must have been happy when you turned up after a year of Alfie, Nick, to be fair.
Hey, you could have stuck a garden gnome out there, they would have done better than you. No, I was all right on the beers, but fucking inside that picket fence, I was fucking useless.
So Randy, what's the main differences to grade cricket and club cricket? Obviously the standard.
The standard there in Sydney grade cricket is very good. Like, they love it. It's mad how much they love cricket. They'll train
What's the best sledge you had?
Tuesday, Thursday. The best sledge. Oh,
they're not very.
Do you know what? Do you know what? You do get abused over there. Like, that's
Being
the one
English as
thing.
well.
You get absolutely abused. People spitting at you and all sorts. But
nice.
the best sledge I have had was James Faulkner when we played at.
He's an angry bloke, isn't he?
At Lancashire.
Right, listen, mate. With teeth like that, mate, I'd keep my mouth well and truly shut.
We actually, from my days at Sydney, I had a mutual friend, Daisy, Matt Day, and very good player, Alf. And he, anyway, so they're very good mates, playing against James Faulkner, and he abused me all day, everything under the sun, fat, bald. He come on to bowl. He's like, give me 3 balls, I'm going to get you out. You're not going to be here for the 4th. And I was shitting myself thinking, oh, it's James Faulkner. He's just become, what was he? I think he was player of the World Cup and stuff like that. So he was like in his prime.
No mug, as they say, Nick.
Yeah, so I got through them 3 balls, like shitting myself thinking, oh, if I do get out on the 2nd or 3rd ball here, he's going to spray me off. Anyway, so I've got through it, ended up done quite well, batted the day.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I'd call Daisy that night. So I called him up. I said, mate, your mate Faulkner has abused me all day. He's like, I said to him, look, can you please have a word? Get him off my back for a bit. He's like, yeah, I was just about to call him now anyway. Don't worry. I was like, okay, cool. So he's called up.
That's ammunition, Brownie, isn't it?
I know. I thought, no, I didn't say give him a call. He said,
get him off my back.
I can't take
you're joking.
Brownie
I've got nothing left.
No, I was gone in the suite. I tell you, he didn't stop. He was abusing me from fine leg. And no, I didn't say to Daisy, like, give him a call. He's like, I'm going to give him a call now. I'll have a word. Right. So who's the umpire? Richard Kettleborough's umpire, and I'm at non-strikers then. He's
in Australia?
No, this was for when he was playing for Lancashire, sorry.
Right.
And he's gone, cool, he gave you some yesterday, didn't he? I was like, yeah, he didn't fucking stop. And anyway, so Faulkner's walking back from his mark. He goes, good morning, Brownie. I spoke to Daisy last night. I said, oh, yeah, so did I. So he goes, yeah, he thinks you're fucking shit as well. There's me sitting there thinking, oh, thank fuck. Actually, he's going to leave me alone today.
I'm going to get a reprieve for the afternoon.
How many runs did you get?
Oh, I got 100.
There you go. There you go.
50 in the second, but whatever.
Have you ever been in a position where you've put one back over a really quick bowler's head, Brownie, and just walked up and tapped the wicket and said, "Go fetch that one, you prick," and then gone back to your
You
mark,
stick
or you're
around
not
it, man.
brave enough.
Yeah, I don't think you've seen me bat, Phil.
I'll clip one through mid-wicket and round a two.
The inside edge down to fine leg, and yeah, good on you, mate.
Back off, you prick.
Yeah.
Go fetch that, you prick.
Doesn't quite work. Yeah, bowl there again, you prick.
So would you say it's the same in Perth, or would you say it was more abusive in Sydney then, Nick?
I think Sydney was quite abusive.
Yeah, I found it pretty abusive, and your own teammates as well. It don't even matter who they are.
Geez, if you have a week where you ain't scored any runs,
they're looking
your own teammates will have you.
Yeah.
Like, to your face, they'll say, like, what's going on?
That's the difference. What I found out there is over here, we get an overseas player and they're the best player in the team. Over there, you're taking someone else's place.
Yeah, you're a target.
There's a youngster got dropped to the Desmonds who's basically, he'll come in and bowl off 18 yards at you because he don't want you in his place. That's the way it is over there. They love their cricket and it's not about the social.
Did they ever try and stitch you up on a night out, Nick?
I'll tell you, before I get to that, Bill, we're in that, following what Alf just said, we're in a team meeting and played with Jason Hughes, Phil Hughes' brother.
Another great bloke.
Another great bloke. And so he's going around the team. He just scored some runs. He's going around the team going, right, you've got to do this. You've got to score some runs. And he's gone, well, Browne ain't going to score any runs. He's got one foot on the plane, mate. Just sitting there going, well, I'm just trying to score some runs. And this bloke's abusing me because I'm going home to it. Sorry, what was your question, Bill? Sorry.
No, again, I'm just like thinking, did you ever like get stitched up on a night out, like any sort of like forfeits you had to do? Because I was reading a book the other week. It was an SAS guy, and when he was in the paratroopers, the paratroopers are known as being pretty, well, they're bastards basically. On his first night out, they said, look, there's a nice bird over there, like you should go and smash that. And he went, oh no, not my type, and that, not my type. He said, no, go on. He said, no, I really don't want to. Turns out they all knew that woman had AIDS, and they were willing to let him get AIDS.
I thought you were
Anything like that.
I thought you were going to say.
It's got a bit fucking dark, Bill, isn't it?
Well, I read it the other day, and I just thought I'd bring it up. Like, anything like that happened to you, Nick, over there?
Where, in the Republic of Congo or wherever you were at the time? Fucking hell.
No, that was in normal barracks in England.
Not particularly, Bill. Actually, yeah. When I went...
Not particularly.
No.
Okay. I think I need a rest after that.
No, unbelievable.
Okay.
No, not really. Not really. I think when I played for Geelong a couple of winters ago, you have to shotgun a what do you call them? Bullets, like a bourbon and Coke.
Ah, right, yeah.
And you have to stand up. If you score your first 100, you have to stand up in front of lads
So you scored the first 100, did you? That's 200.
Yeah, I'll slide that in.
200.
Brownie, that's easy work for you, isn't it?
Yeah, easy work.
Easy work, mate. Bourbon and Coke.
You have to do 2 bullets naked in front of everyone. Stand up on a chair, and you've got to do that and shotgun it or whatever.
More easy work for you, mate. More easy.
Easy. And that's one of the initiations I had to do. But because I carry my Superman cape in my bag, I thought I'll put my Superman cape on. And
with your rock out. So yeah, your rock out.
Yeah, your rock. I had to fluff it up a bit. And then
tactical flicking and stretching.
Oh, 100%. The Dan Lawrence flick of the nuts.
Yeah.
You boys notice that then, Brownie? Are we the only ones who've seen this? He does, doesn't he?
100%.
I didn't notice in Sri Lanka.
We didn't hit any fucking decent shots, like.
Yeah, he's done all right. Just their fucking coverage is so shit.
You can't even tell.
He hits the shot, and then you get the aerial view of goal straight away. I can recite every landmark in goal now.
You could plot a map, Bill.
I could do.
What about actually? Whilst we're still on Sydney, quickly, Brownie, did you ever go to Minsky's in Mossman?
It's my favourite place. I absolutely loved it there.
You did you put the Piano Man's kids through college? Stuffing fivers in there.
Spent so much money on that Piano Man. Brilliant place.
Billy Joel. Was that what you went to, or did you have to
Billy
wait?
Joel, bit of Elton John. So you pay the Piano Man. He's literally known as a Piano Man around Mossman and around Sydney. Like the
You
piano.
boys want to enlighten us, me and Phil. Me and Phil are sitting here. Phil, when he's about to melt in that Oman nylon shirt.
I'm a bit close to the radiator, actually, Bill. I can feel it.
Yeah, you're going to set fire, mate. What's Minsky's?
So
Who's the piano boy?
So there's a bar there in Minsky, called Minsky's in Sydney, that have got literally a grand piano in one corner, and the bloke sits there all night. Give him some money for requests, and he plays like Elton John and sings along. It's brilliant. The whole bar.
Tiny dancer.
Tiny dancer. That's his big one. Yeah. Loves it. I love that place.
They won't let you in your white soap brownie. We've all tried it.
Oh,
Dress
I
codes.
haven't
They're dress codes in
tried
Australia.
Hey?
Many places have dress codes in Australia.
that.
Well, they all just wear vests, like, don't they, and flip-flops constantly. They don't actually get dressed up, do they, for nights out? That's a serious question. Do they wear shirts? So you wouldn't wear shirts and jeans in fucking Australia, would you? It's about 45 degrees.
A lot of aircon, though. A lot of aircon.
Not very common.
Ah, right.
Yeah, but you wore a vest in Perth. You must have done back in the day, Brownie. You must have.
When I went to the beach, maybe. But that's all.
Right, let's move on to our questions, shall we? We've got 3 this week, I think. Yeah, you know what's coming. Anyway, Brownie, we'll have a go at answering them. See if we can help anyone. Actually, after being slaughtered last week, Jay Miss is back. The geezer who, what did he want? He wanted to know whether his
My missus having a fucking baby.
Yeah. So he's actually back.
I don't know whether, sorry, if this is on YouTube, I apologise in advance to the advertisers for using the C word.
Shit, yeah, we don't like to swear, aren't we?
Apologise.
No, we're not allowed to use the C word. I'll have to delete that.
Oh, fuck.
To the Omar.
Oh, bollocks.
Yeah, so Jay Miss is back for more. He's gone club cricketers. I've got a question. Club badge on helmets, rate it or hate it? You get the question?
Who's the question for?
Anyone can fire us off. Go on, Brownie. Club badge.
Rate it or hate it? No, rate it. If you're happy to wear your club badge, fucking brilliant. Good on you. I like that.
What about wearing your Essex lid? You tape it up when you go back and play?
I don't know. There's no point. Who carries tape around with them?
I never get that either, because who cares? I mean, people are going to take the piss out of you if you're a pro playing in an amateur league, whether you've got the fucking badge on display or not, aren't they? If they know who you play, know who you are, what difference does it make?
I really don't get. Who cares? Who cares?
I suppose do you reckon it's a faux effort trying to be humble? Look at me, how humble I am.
I think it's you're showing everyone that you're the alpha male. Yeah, I'm the big man. But you're toning it down a little bit.
Yeah.
I love how Brownie don't do it because he's just lazy. He can't be asked to do it. It's
not. You're getting there 15 minutes before the start anyway. He's going to go, oh shit, I've not taken the lid.
And then stick off to some fucking geezer on a one.
I think, to be fair, no one's going to know Brownie is in Division 3, are they?
I think you're less inclined to move clubs, aren't you, if you've just dropped 150 quid on one with a club badge on it. So I think it's a cracking idea. Get one bought, mate.
So have you got one? Did you have one for?
I've ordered one this year. Yeah, I'm not moving clubs ever again now. I'm too old, so I need a new lid. So I thought, sod it. I'm just going to take the plunge.
You move, just tape it up. What about you, Bill?
I might tape it up for banter in the second team house.
If you get picked.
I don't wear one, mate. I don't wear helmets.
I've seen you wear a helmet.
Nah, only when I'm sweeping.
So Tymal Mills is running out August, Bill, on a hard deck, and you're not lidding up.
I would lid. I would lid him. I would lid up to him because I'd sweep him.
I'll tell you what. You don't put a lid on that fucking barnet. If you put anything on that, the static will take it off.
Wait, Brownie, just quickly, let's just diverge from Hamis's question, right? I'm starting to go a bit thin here. I know you went. What age did you start thinning, Brownie?
The tough question, really. 22, I'm going to say. But Bill,
how much? What have I got left here?
I think you're looking all right. But what I done for years was a Jackie Charlton like comb over.
Yeah.
Cover it up. He'll give you another 3-4 years, I reckon.
You reckon? Well, that's what I'm doing now, mate.
I done it for about 6 years, and I think I got away with it for a bit.
There is some irony in being a bald hairdresser, though, isn't there?
But the one thing about being bald is
fucking bald, Phil, am I?
there's spotlights everywhere. Look at this spotlight.
Yeah, well,
they're everywhere.
Nothing above here, mate.
I think you suit it though, Brownie. I think you suit it, mate. It looks all right, mate.
You looking strong, Brownie.
Thanks, Phil. I appreciate that.
It looks all right. Like Billy, on the other hand, who just needs to fucking let go, really, doesn't he? He just needs to let go.
Surely there's a bald filter on this Zoom call that we can
Next week, I'm going to get some black spray. You're going to see the hairline. I'm going to put a little hairline in here. And I tell you, I'm going to look like Michael Jackson, mate. In his younger days.
Hopefully you don't sweat like him around a playground.
Yeah, I hope so, Alf. Yeah, I hope so.
So are we in agreement that he should? See, I'm against the whole club badge. I don't know why. I just think it looks tacky. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what.
You're proud of your club, aren't you? And you're wearing your badge. You wear it on your shirt. So why wouldn't you wear it on your leg? I don't get it.
But on a serious question, your club has got to have all the gear. You can't just rock up and some geezer's wearing a shirt from 15 years ago. Some geezer's wearing black shoes, yeah, and you rock out in your pristine kit, got the badge on the helmet. You look like a dick. Like, as like Alf, you'll remember this. Like when we played for Chingford, we went on this sort of like went on loads of good cup runs. We were a relatively small club, and we'd come up against all these posh clubs from Surrey and Kent. We'd rock up, and they had all the matching training gear. They had all the training ladders and all that bollocks. Yeah, we'd rock up. Like, we'd warm up in our jeans, have some throwdowns in fucking whatever, and we'd just look a sack of shit. And that worked for us. But if some geezer walked out with a badge on his helmet in that team, he'd look stupid. But the other team, the posh clubs, when they had all the gear, they looked fine. But I think it's all got to match with what the club's like.
I think that's probably why I was against it. Just because it didn't really go with our... No one wore the same kit, did they? He was one.
Nah.
Diags was the world's worst. He'd have fucking snot all over his shirt. He'd be wearing someone else's fucking hat.
He's forgot his bag and his kit at least 2 times.
Ports will be wearing. Ports will be giving his TN hat to the umpire.
Yeah.
There'll be a vape at second slip.
He does like the vape, doesn't he? I don't know whether we can say that, but I don't want to get in trouble. But I thought I vaped a lot until I met Ports.
All 14 of our listeners are gonna care about that.
More Essex I'm worried about.
Hey, Miss, I think to answer your question, to be fair, you seem like the type to tape it up, even if it is your club's badge. After that, just get one, tape it up, and tell everyone you used to play a bit.
What he said last week, he's a gun player anyway, so it don't really matter. Yeah,
he doesn't need a lid, mate. You don't need a lid. Just ramp everybody, mate. Bouncers, ramp them. You don't need a lid.
Right, let's move on. We got another question from Ryan. This one's a bit more serious. Not that the last one wasn't serious, but in a home Ashes series, if you could only have a prime Root or a prime Anderson, who would you take?
That's a corker.
That is a great question.
Go on then, Bill.
Brownie? Me?
Yeah, go on.
Home Ashes series. What wins games of cricket?
I reckon they're both adding the same sort of value off the pitch as well.
Yeah.
Like
Root's your captain as well. So, what is a prime Joe Root?
Now, today.
Hundreds or 70 every week?
Mate, he's tomorrow, and it's a flat one.
Yeah, mate. Let me think about it. Go on, Brownie.
I think I'd go Anderson.
Yeah, love that.
In England, like, it's great to watch, isn't it, to start with as well. I'd go Anderson.
Yeah. Because some have a good series, wouldn't they, with a bat?
Yeah, I'm not debating it because I bet there's a few bowlers in the world who wouldn't mind bowling at Joe Root and thought they had enough about him. But I bet there's not many batsmen who think they've got the better of Jimmy Anderson on his day. You know, if he's bowling well, I don't care who you are, Sachin Tendulkar, Brian Lara, you're not going out there thinking you're going to dominate him, are you? He's that good.
Just quietly, has he taken 6 for in Sri Lanka? 6 for fucking 12 or whatever it was off 150 overs.
Unbelievable.
Not bad, is it?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jimmy Anderson. You sold me there. You sold, like Phil said, like batsman, right? You can nick off, but Anderson prime Jimmy Anderson. He will get you 25 wickets, 30 wickets a series, like regardless if he's bowling. He can have an off day, and he'll come back second innings, win the game for you. Conditions as well.
And he's got a reverse sweep against Gaz in him, hasn't he?
100%.
And you can prepare the pitch. If I'm captain, I'll pick Jimmy, yeah, and it's on my head. I'm saying groundsman, green pitches, please, because I've dropped Joe Root because I can only pick one of them, yeah. So I'm saying, Mr. Groundsman, I want a green pitch, please.
How would that?
Yeah.
That chat?
And you're gonna need fucking Joe Root. You got a green pitch. Obviously, you're not gonna get no fucking runs.
All right, so yeah, we're taking Anderson.
Alf, you going with Jimmy?
Yeah, to be like you got to, wouldn't you? As a batsman, I much prefer to see someone just being messed up. There's nothing better than seeing someone like leave an in swinger or just get a ball that's completely unplayable. So looking at someone,
that's the thing, because prime James Anderson's bowling about 85, 86 mile an hour when he was a little bit younger, and he's swinging it both ways on demand. So you tell me how many international cricketers would be happy facing that? Not many.
I'm talking prime. He's probably in his prime now.
Yeah.
I'm saying he's a little bit quicker. He is experience-wise, I suppose, but he's not as quick as he was, is he? But does it make a difference for Jimmy Anderson? I don't know.
And also, Alf appreciates, obviously, he won the better looking fella in the team as well. I think Jimmy's got the edge on Joe Root. He's a good looking boy, Jimmy. Yeah. He's one of our best, actually. He's one of our best looking boys.
Yeah, I'd say that Folkes is probably still number one in the squad. Where actually, quickly, he's not going to listen to it, but where do you reckon Diags is? Do you reckon he's top half or bottom half of that squad, looks wise? Go on, Brownie, you can.
I reckon he's getting a bit better.
He is, isn't he?
He's looking a bit better. A few years ago, we used to call him the honking kid or ugly kid, like because he was bad. He was bad, wasn't he? Like that 5-year cold. He was bad. Spots everywhere, but he's getting better. The kid.
Do you think he's aging well? Do you, Brownie? He's aging well.
He's getting better.
Got a pair of shoulders on him now, isn't he?
Is he in the top half?
He's got a decent bird as well. He's got a decent lady as well. She's, he's doing all right with the girls, isn't he, Dan? He's done well there, so you can't knock him.
With the girls, Phil, not girls.
If you play cricket,
girl, yeah, with the ladies.
Yeah, top half. Let's go through a couple of them then. So you got. Do you reckon he's on par with a Bess, or is Bess better looking? Sam Curran's better looking than him, isn't he?
Yeah.
What then, Dan?
Broad's better looking. Who else?
Broad, yeah.
Alfie, just get the list out that you've made, mate. You've got a list somewhere, right here.
Leach is better looking. The Nut's better looking than Diags.
Good haircut.
Yeah, Silvers, he's better looking.
Grey Mick's better looking.
Callis.
I'll tell you what, Saqib Mahmood, if you're into the exotic look, he's a good looking boy.
He is a good looking boy.
Yeah, fresh trim always as well. So he's bottom half, hasn't he? Let's be honest.
Didn't sign up to this, Brownie, did you?
No, you best to just keep quiet on this one, mate. You've talked about his mates there.
We fully sidetracked here.
We're on to Pat, mate. We're on to Pat.
Yeah, we're on to Pat. Right, one last question. It's been emotional, this one. The traditional of buying, actually, you like this, boys. The tradition of buying in the opposition a post-match jug seems to have sadly disappeared over the years. Can this be revived? And does this act prevent you from being sprayed in the return fixture? Cheers.
It needs to be revived. It needs to be there, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, do they do it at your level, Brownie?
So they're normally Well, I think it's gone out of the game a little bit, but I know on day 2 or day 3, the home team will invite you in, but that only happens there's not many places that do that now. I know I haven't played for that long, but at the start of my career, there was, you'd have a drink with the opposition team on day 2 or day 3, depending on how the game was going, and talk through the game, talk cricket, and talk a load of crap, really. But
that's dying out.
And that's kind of going as well, yeah.
Danny, just quickly, mate. Sorry, Alf. Just quickly, just saying that you haven't played for that long. You must be near a testimonial now, aren't you? Or a benefit year?
No, I think I've still got a few more years. I was capped in 2015, so.
Oh, is it from when you're capped? You get 10 years.
From when you, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've got a few years, mate. Yeah.
So I've still got a few more years.
I think it diffuses the animosity a little bit, doesn't it? If you've been at each other's throats, and you don't get on with every club, do you? But I think if you do go and take them in, when I was captain, if I'd always get the opposition. No, I'd always get the opposition a jug on principle. And I think even if you've been at each other's throat all game, you don't particularly like each other from games in the past. As soon as you take a beer in there, I think all that's forgotten then, because you sit down, you have a drink, and it's like everybody suddenly realises actually it's only a game, and we've got a bit.
Phil, that's rubbish, mate. Listen, right, Brownie, right? You listen to this podcast, you'd known the classic Phil Marsh madman story when he was opening the bowling at Chelmsford, right? And it was quite a wet day. It's always wet at fucking Chelmsford, isn't it? Right, Chelmer Park, right?
Yeah.
And he's opening the bowling. He bowled to the batsman. The batsman's just dropped it onto the right-hander, dropped it onto the leg side, right? So then Phil's gone to try and get the ball to run him out. The non-striking batsman is obviously running his path, yeah? Phil was done a naughty Roy Keane on Alfinga Haaland slide tackle, right? Taking the geezer out. The geezer's gone flying, mate, yeah? And the geezer's on the floor. Phil's picked the ball up and launched it at the stumps and genuinely appealed for the run out. Right? You never bought that geezer a beer after, did you, Phil?
No, probably not, because I was a bit more immature then, Bill. But I'm on about nowadays. I think it's important to you don't want to have too many enemies, do you? Really, if you can avoid it, it's nice to sit down, have a beer, and do you know what? People you think are absolute bellends when you're out on the field with them. When you've sat down at a beer, you realise they're just like you. You're both bellends, but you sort of find your common ground. So I think it's important.
So, Brownie, did you have a beer with old Faulkner after the game then?
Probably.
That game we didn't, no. No.
So, to the second part of that question, then, does it make you exempt from being sprayed if you buy the opposition a beer? Club cricket we're talking here, because it's obviously different professionally, because you've got 4 days to stew on it. But if you walk in like straight after the game, bit of animosity during the game, I don't know, like moody run out, someone didn't nick one, something like that, take them in a jug, all is forgotten? It's a return fixture, or would you go again?
I think it's forgotten. What's happened that day? Yeah, it's forgotten. Have a beer, have a laugh about it, talk through your war stories, and then obviously it depends how bad it is. You can't be slide tacking people, Phil.
But Bran, you're known as one of the nicest blokes on the circuit, mate. I don't think no one's ever said a bad word about you. But like me, Phil, and Alf, I don't think no one said a good word about us. To be honest, we're all like, I'm not abusive. I'm just miserable, mate. I don't really socialise with the other team because I can't be bothered. I'm just a grumpy old bastard. Right?
Yeah, I'm a little bit like
Phil's
that myself.
Phil's just a madman, like who abuses them. He's just loud. No one wants to have a beer with him. And Alfie's just an arrogant tosser who everyone thinks, I don't want to have a beer with that geezer either. So, like,
it's actually nice to have 1/4 of this podcast. Be one of the best.
A nice bloke.
Best blokes on the circuit. To us, you are one of the best blokes on the circuit, whether it's club or county. Who is the best bloke on the circuit? Because obviously you can't be self-proclaimed. From another club, not from Essex.
From club cricket?
No, from county cricket.
Who's the best bloke from another club? Okay, good question.
Umpire as well can be included in that.
Yeah. Get yourself an umpire, a player and a scorer if there is one. Brownie.
Steady on now. Steady on. Don't exist, mate. Don't exist.
They're all locked up.
Good umpire. Steve O'Shaughnessy is a great umpire. He's always good fun.
Yeah, that's got you. It's got you a little ticket.
He's always good laugh. Who's a good player that we like?
No one from Surrey.
Tough question.
Surrey all right now.
No, they've got a lot better over the last few years. Sorry. Yeah, they used to be arseholes really, but they're all right now.
Is Van Burn Holder
tough
still
question.
umpiring, Nick? Is Van Burn the big tall West Indian umpire? Is he still going in the league?
I don't think so. Maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah. If you watch Sky Sports News, Phil, and read the cricket headlines, you know he's not umpiring anymore, mate. I'll let you do your own work on that.
Oh no! Don't say that. Not another one, Bill.
Yeah.
No. It's all right. Move on.
He's one of my dad's mates as well.
I don't understand what's going on here. Are we allowed to say or not?
No, he's still alive, Bill. Don't do that to me, mate.
No, he's not. No, he's not gone. I think there was a little bit of an issue with the ECB, and I think I might be wrong, Brownie. I don't know if it's the same geezer.
He's in a legal case, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. He's alive then. That's all right.
Yeah.
So no one that springs to mind then, Brownie. No one. I can't even rattle any off because there's some that you think might be good blokes.
Yeah, Mitchell
Stevens.
Claydon's a good bloke. He's always good fun to play against.
You would have known him from Sydney, wouldn't you?
No, I didn't know him from Sydney actually, but he's always good fun to play against. Always messing around.
Phil, you're like this. He's got a massive pipe as well. Brownie can't say anything, but if it touched the bottom of the pint glass, I'm telling you.
He does this gag. It's actually he's got me out with it, but he has at Chelmsford's very small with toilets are the same toilets as the away team, and he's got me with this. He goes into the toilet having a shit, turns the light off, so you open the door. As soon as you open the door, he screams, "You shit yourself!" It's gold. It's very funny.
But
He goes, "Ah!"
Pat, I think. Sorry, Phil. Pat, I think we've answered your question, mate. Buy the opposition a jug, but don't do it so that they think you're a good bloke. It will just happen if you are. And I think that brings us to the conclusion of this week's podcast. Brownie, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on. I hope lockdown's treated you well. Yeah, we wish you all the best for the season. We look forward to seeing you in that vest in March, having pro dance. Boys, yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Top man, Brownie. Appreciate it.
Cheers,
mate.
boys. Cheers, boys. Absolute
Good luck for the
privilege.
season.
Nice one, bro. Enjoy this one on your run, Brownie.
Cheers. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll be listening to this one.
Nice one, chaps.